This is Hilarie. She always travels with a snack up her sleeve. This is Jamin, and he donned her the femme de snack. Today they are snacking their way through Paris with no jobs and a can of Pringles. So day one in Paris, we are here for our morning run.
It's a Sunday morning, it's really quiet out, it's beautiful, and we get to go past the Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre. We've just passed Pont Neuf, so many beautiful things.
Yep, here we go.
Just ended our run here at the Eiffel Tower. We got in, 5 miles, I think?
5 miles, yeah.
Not too shabby. Got some amazing photos. Totally recommend coming out. Wherever you're traveling, get out there early in the morning. Get some amazing photos. Nobody was there. All these places we went to, we got amazing photos. It was so cool. We started at the Louvre and ended at the Eiffel Tower. It doesn't get much better than that.
Yep, get up early, get running. 5 miles of sweat in those sneakers. But who's counting?
We are outside of a famous cemetery here in Paris. It's called PERE LACHAISE. I believe I said that okay. Had to look that up. But there are several famous people buried here, including Jim Morrison, and that's an attraction that brings a lot of people here, but mostly it's beautiful. It's so peaceful. I would actually probably come here and read a book and just sit and kind of meditate because it's so nice here. The only sound you could hear was the sound of my Pringles, my can of Pringles swinging back and forth inside my bag because we packed lunch because we're off to the Eiffel Tower next. One of my favorite things about Paris is that there are fountains everywhere. They're free and the water's really good, and there's about 1,500 of them across the city. A lot of them look like this. There's also some others that have sparkling water. There's about 15 of those. You can check them out across the whole city, and be sure to bring your own water bottle. It's a great way to stay green. We went on a really legit run this morning, and my hip is telling me that I might be 40 years old. I am. And it's taking a little bit out of me. So every so often I kind of hobble across the street, and that's why we're taking the metro.
The femme de snack is a little bit grumpy because of her hip today, but we're making it work.
Paris is huge. It's so big. So as much as you want to be able to ride your bike or just walk it, it's really big. So at some point you might have to buy a Paris metro ticket, but it's worth it also because it's not just trains, but also includes buses and other kinds of transportation. So put on your face mask and let's go. What you got there?
These are the Pringles Texas barbecue for a little taste of home that they enjoy here in Paris. Hilarie's had these in her bag all morning, and every time she takes a step they clink a little bit, so she's become known throughout the city as the lady with snacks, or la femme de snack.
We made it here to the Eiffel Tower. It is so consistently beautiful, such a landmark. of France and really timeless. I just love it. I love it so much.
Looks like Jamin is clearly also beside himself.
So we are here at Paris's famous Notre Dame. As you probably know, there was a fire in 2019 that destroyed a lot of the building, but the restoration is in progress, so you'll be able to see it again. Unfortunately, we can't because construction is still ongoing. This is as close as we can get, but we wanted to come check it out anyway.
Jamin kept telling her that Ewan McGregor doesn't really hang out at the Moulin Rouge.
We are here at Luxembourg Gardens, and it is a mass of people, and it doesn't stop anybody from coming out here and enjoying the weather. People are reading, they're just hanging out together, they are playing with these little sailboats that are on the water with this fountain. It's really, really cool, and everyone's just, I mean, it's like the place to gather. It's a gathering place for sure. Very cool.
It's pretty great.
Everyone thinks they're a model in Paris.
So I just saw these two brothers walk across the street, and they're about like 14 years old. I think they were twins, and they were like mad at each other, and so they would like walk together and then like separate, and then they would walk together and then separate. And I was like, that's pretty funny.
I know. You don't have to keep drinking it.
Like every American in Paris, dessert is always on the menu.
We covered almost 17 miles today on our feet,
But who's counting?
going around Paris between our run and all the sightseeing we did. So we thought that a little dessert was in order. We went to a couple of boulangeries to pick up some pastries. Hilarie got what is called a Snickers bar, and then I got a that thing and pointed to it. I have no idea what it's called, but they both look really good. We're gonna give them a try. So this obviously is covered in chocolate and has a couple of layers of goodness. So we'll see what it's all about. I don't know if I can take this whole thing down, but I'm gonna try to.
Well done. We never doubted you, Jamin.
It's really good. Like some pecans or walnuts in it, so there's a little bit of crunch. And then the middle layer is cake. You get that cake texture as well. So it's really good, really good. And the chocolate's a milk chocolate, really smooth and sweet.
Okay, this is the Snickers. I think it's gonna be really rich. But peanuts, I like peanuts and how that kind of can balance things out. So let's see. I'm just gonna take a little bite.
A little bite? What's the big one look like?
It's very rich. It's very rich. But it's not like a Snickers really. A lot more peanuts to it. There's a thick layer of chocolate, and that chocolate is so soft and creamy and light. It's just it's a really smooth texture inside all of this craziness. It's really good. I'm gonna eat the whole rest of it in one bite. It's pretty good. Yeah, that was the right one for me.
You need a bunch of milk to go with it, but it's good.
Guess who always has milk on hand? This guy.
Yeah, you gotta have milk. Who doesn't have milk? I grew up in the 90s. It does a body good.
But I think I won. So yay me.
No,
The
she
Snickers.
didn't.
The Snickers won.
One competition after another with these two.
Welcome to Paris and another edition of Stuart Stays. Come on in. So as you can see, this place isn't very huge. It's not big at all, but it is a great place to be. that's kind of quaint and cute, and if you can embrace that part of it, it really is perfect.
Sounds like a wonderful life.
Now, you see, the whole thing of a kitchen is that you want it to function right, and this one really does, because you can get all over the kitchen without even moving your feet. It's all right here for you, just laid out at your hands. Now, when you're looking for a place to stay, one of the most important things is the room with the bed in it, so that's why we're here in bedroom. This one's comfortable, it's got a lot of natural light, and it's a great place to sleep when you're in Paris. Now, inside this phone booth is the bathroom. It's got a sink and a toilet and a shower, and it took a team of engineers to figure out how to put them all in there. But it's great because you can do everything that you need to do in one small space, and if you're Superman, you might have just enough room to change in there. Now, no Stuart stay is complete without a tour of the living room, and that's what we are here. It's got one couch, enough for 2 people, but this place isn't big enough for more than that anyway. And it also has a tiny table that you can dine at. Now, inside that wall over there, there's a Murphy bed, but I'm afraid to open it because Murphy might pop out, and I don't know that we could get him back in.
I think I might have said that somewhat accurately. It looks like it might be the Museum of Oranges, but it's not. And it sounds like it might be the Museum of Lingerie. It's not.
It's orange juice and lingerie.
Orange juice and lingerie. It's actually a really cool one. It's really close to the Louvre. We heard about it from our friends Catherine and PERE Espinosa. Thanks, guys. And it's got Monet's in there. Actually, it's got the water lily display from Monet right now, and so it's a circular room with lots of water lilies that he's done. There's 2 rooms actually that just it's almost like a 360 look at his own garden. And then it's got some Renoirs and some Picassos and a bunch of different things to see. Big time stuff that I think for anyone coming from America, it's a really big deal to get to see these things. So it's pretty cool. Glad we did it. We are eating sandwiches and chips again for lunch. Pro travel tip is that Pringles are kind of amazing for carrying around all day because they come in their little canister, and so they don't get all mushed up.
You need to make sure to bring someone like Hilarie with you, because if you're like me, you can only go down in the Pringles can so far, but she's got tiny little munchkin hands where she can really reach down in there and get the ones at the bottom. So, pro tip. Okay, so yesterday we hit up the Eiffel Tower. That's a really, really touristy destination. Today we found sort of like a hidden gem of Paris. This is called the Louvre. And you'll probably be able to find it if you really search for it. It's supposed to have some drawings, I think. So we're gonna go check it out.
All right, we are about to say au revoir to Paris.
Yep, we had a great time in Paris.
It was good.
It was fast and furious,
Yeah.
but we got in a lot of miles and a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh, what was it, 17 miles? Like the first full day?
Are we still counting?
Yeah.
A lot of that was the run, which was really enjoyable. And yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite part.
Yeah?
Going on the
the
run,
run,
like
yeah.
just seeing. We saw a lot of the sides of Paris without people around because we got up early and went.
Yeah.
So it was
I
really
loved
good.
the run, and then I also loved just sitting in a cafe on the street with you, just having a glass of wine and eating dinner, and it was just like, that was really nice too, and yeah.
Yeah, and the Louvre was amazing.
It was amazing.
Pro tip, if you are going to go see some art and you're older like me and need glasses, what you do is you go to an optometrist, you get those glasses, and then you just hang on to them. You just put those away, keep them safe, and then right before you go into an art museum, you pop them on, everything looks great.
Everything's amazing. All of a sudden he has great attention to detail.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely the way to go.
How long has it been since you've needed glasses and you finally got them?
Years, 10 or so.
Years.
Um,
Which is so ironic because I love glasses and I have like a million different pairs, and you've only needed one pair for years.
Yeah, well, if you
So
use them
funny.
sparingly and just refuse to accept that you need them, that's the way to go. But now we're packing up and off to Bruges.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Bruges, Belgium. One of my favorite places in the world. I cannot wait to go there. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
And if you want to hear all about our time in Paris, we'll share our stories on the podcast, so you can go check that out. If not, just come with us on the road.
Life is short.
Wander well.
Subscribe here to see future videos, and don't forget to follow the podcast. But first, one more travel tip.
Okay, we're here in our little place. All these Airbnbs have different ways that they lock things. And so this is a really interesting one because you just click this little button and then it lets you out.
So Hillary just flips the lights on every time, and this is the button that lets you out. I just always click it behind her, so she kind of thinks she's doing something that really helps build her self-esteem. So let's go.
It works like a charm every time.